So we got another quick and dirty update here on the homestead. I have medications in hand. So I'm going to tag this back to my goat emergency medicine kit up in the right-hand side of this video, which is where the card will pop up. Feel free to click on that if you want to learn more about the medications I'm about to use. A little bit of backstory. Yesterday, when the children were going over to check on the broody duck that is hanging out over at my neighbor's house, they accidentally let the animals into his pasture. So they had to lure him back over here, all the animals over here, with some grain. In so doing, they did not close the grain parlor door all the way. All the animals got in there, porked out on some food. All day yesterday, everybody was looking fine, but this morning, we've got Puck and Phoebe who are laying in their stalls, not wanting to get up and not feeling so good. Coming out here with Theriable as they're all clearly bloated. So let me take you in the barn and show you what being bloated looks like and how to administer this medication. This is Theriable, by the way, and I've mixed about half of the 2-ounce Theriable bottle into a little more than a quart of water. The measurements aren't exact, and I got my drench gun, which is unfortunately missing its handle, that I'm going to use to stuff this medicine down their throats. You got up! Your stall's a mess. That's good to know. How are you feeling? You know you're feeling so good today, are you, babes? No. So you can't really tell too much. She doesn't look like a whole lot wider than a hay belly, but look at the way she's walking. Oop, she's making noises. She's not feeling good. She's very rotund, and her belly feels really tight. This is a really good sign, however, that she's standing up and walking. Puck has not decided to get up and go walking and go to his breakfast yet this morning. I'm more worried about him, and that's terrifying because he's literally the genetic makeup of half the herd. Losing him would be a catastrophic loss on our homestead. Are you ready for some meds, Phoebes? Why don't we go get a helping hand to help with the camera, huh? So I'm going to hand you this camera. You're going to turn it around and be cameraman to try to keep it in frame so I can show people how to give the Theriable medication, okay?
Okay.
All right, here you go. So this is my favorite way to do it. Phoebe knows the gig. She freaking hates it. This is easier if you have the drench end, but it's come out of the dishwasher and floated away somewhere else from the last time I dewormed them. We're going to go into the corner of the mouth. Yeah, you don't like it, but you're not going to fight me much because you're not feeling good. In between the lips here, Phoebes. Oh, what am I doing, huh? Can you get out of the camera shot, please?
Go on, Pipey.
Until they slowly drink it. Head up the whole time, otherwise they will just spit it out. It doesn't taste awesome. It'd be great. Oh, look, see, she's got some stuff that had come out of her nose. She's been so bloated, she has puked at some point during the night. Not great. The next step for this too, depending on how they respond to the Theriable, a great thing to do when they've gotten grain from overeating is to do a lot of milk of magnesia. This will flush the system and give them diarrhea, but the diarrhea will be purposeful, intentional diarrhea to get all of these yuckies that they've consumed and overate into their system. I'll probably also give them an updated CDT vaccine because that helps with vaccinates against 2 different kinds of illnesses related to digestive issues and overeating. Go slow when you're administering this. You don't want to have them aspirate. Slower the better. No one's in any hurry right now. No one's in any panic. We're all taking our time. Slowly giving her medicine. We're going to do one more, Phoebe, and then I'll let you go and let you go get some hay, okay? It's very important to listen to gut sounds too during this. Make sure that rumen is working. After this sort of situation happens, another great idea to think about is probiotics as a end-stage recovery from an issue like this.
Whoa.
Oh, look at the big fat belly, you poor thing. I know. Puck.
Yeah, Pete. Looks like you're putting your arm around her and him.
Huh? I put my arm around him to put him in a headlock to hold him still. Otherwise, he'll just spit it out as soon as he puts his head down. You stink because you're in rut, dude. I know, you don't want it. Yeah, fight me. I like that fight. I like some fight in a goat. that's not feeling good. If you were just listless here, I would be much more worried. Also, it's a good idea to watch their throat as you're administering this because you can tell when they're swallowing.
And if they're not swallowing, you run your hand down the throat.
And then you'll be done, okay, mister? Good swallow. Good swallow. Good swallow. Good swallow. One more, and we'll save the rest for later, okay? Okay, all done for now, mister. Let's see if we can get you standing up, huh?
Oh, he's doing it!
Boy.
I can do
it.
it.
It's working that fast. Oh, you're not feeling good. But he's really mad at me right now.
He's stumbly right now, too.
Not feeling good, but walking is good. You want to keep animals that are dealing with bloat and digestive upset walking and moving. It's the most important thing. Let him go at his own pace. Here, give me back the camera. Thank you for helping, mister.
Oh, gross.
Training up a cameraman. We can call that part of technology homeschooling, right?
He snorted snout.
Yeah. How you feeling, dude? Yeah? Hey, you got solid pellets. That's good. Means you're somewhat in better shape than Phoebe, even if you're being a bigger baby about it. Where is that greedy little witch? Peebs. Oh, hey, Peebs. Oh, Gingy, are you checking on your friend? You're such a good girl. Sunning yourself, Mama? Yeah, you're a very greedy eater, so you probably got most of it, didn't you? I think we're all going to be just fine. We just need our meds. Meds and rest. So we're going to be doing check-ins throughout the rest of the day. What time is it now? So it's 9:30 a.m. We'll come out and check in an hour and see how everyone's doing. Time to go do another check on the goats, see how they're doing. Finally got hair did, face wash, second cup of coffee in, so not quite as awful as having to run out here at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning or whatever and suddenly deal with sick animals. A little bit nicer. How you guys doing? Hi, babies. There's a cute little boy. How you doing, Koopy Coops? Piper, Penny, Ginger baby. Hey, Mr. Chaos. You're looking gorgeous today. Testicles still on? Pagey pants? Packas? Oh, there's Pookie. You been eating that hay James gave you? Still laying around. It's feeling kind of gross. How you doing? Oh, baby girl. Look at you, just a drooling mess. Yeah? Can I squish your belly? Oh, look at those flies bugging you. Got some exude still coming here. You're not feeling good, are you? Should probably do some thiamine injections, I think. Oh, see? Burp and fluid coming out. Oh my gosh, girlfriend. Hopefully this is a sign you'll be getting all of those yuckies out of your system. You gotta pull through for me, okay? How you doing, big boy? Oh, you are making all kinds of noises. You don't feel good at all, do you? Gonna stand up and go potty? Oh, big as a tent, sir. Let's massage those guts. Not feeling good, huh? Really regretting getting into that green powder, aren't you? We might be giving you some more, I think. So we're still not doing great. We're not out of the woods yet. I don't feel like they're doing any worse, but I don't feel like they're doing a whole lot better so far yet. We are continuing to digest. We're continuing to poop. Oh. That's diarrhea. At least it's coming out. That's the important thing. Getting all those ickies out. Good job, Puck. You poor baby. One of the most dangerous things for goats. Unattended grain bag. Mind your grain, you guys. Okay, CDT and B vitamin injections are in. B vitamin injections are a great thing to give any goat that has gone through a stressful experience. It's one of those things that's like made in the rumen. So if anything throws off the digestive system in any way, you can get polioencephalemia as a back-end problem. And B vitamins are a water-soluble vitamin. If it does absolutely nothing, it's not one of those things that's going to harm to give. So, I mean, you may as well, like probiotics or anything else. May or may not help in the situation. It's certainly not going to hurt. Why the heck not? Give it to them just in case it helps battle things that are on the back end there. And I didn't film that part because it's very difficult to try to film an injection, even with a little kid helping. So if you guys do want to see a video on how to give subcutaneous injections, hit that like button and I will absolutely do a video on it. So we're going to check on them again in another 2 hours. I've got husband on standby to come flying home from work in case I need to leave to go get any more medications. I'm about out of Theriable. I'm thinking either way, I might have him come home early so I can hit up the store and go get another bottle of Theriable so that if anything tries to happen overnight, that I have the medication on hand. Okay, drag him over to the water, and this is encouraging. We're drinking on our own. That is very encouraging. Poor Phoebe. Got her to drink some water as well. Just pushed 60 cc's of milk of magnesia on both her and Puck to try to get this through her system. They're really, oh man, they're just looking so rough. If you want to know what a sick goat looks like, this is a sick goat. Tail down, legs spread, clearly could get pushed over with a feather, sad, dull eyes. She is not feeling good at all. We're doing everything that we can. Really hoping that they pull through this. It's going to be, man, it would just be like 2020 to lose them this way. But we are going to believe for ourselves that they are going to do really well and bounce back from this. Super, super gross, but oh my God, so sweet. Ginger. Do you love her, Ginger? You cleaning her up? I suppose this is a decent enough time to talk about the things that I'm actually encouraged by here rather than the things that are making me anxious. While Puck and Phoebe are really not feeling good, especially Puck in there is talking about how he doesn't feel good. Puck might be laying down, but he's laying down sternal. If Puck was laying on his flat on his side, I would be freaking the heck out because that's a goat on death's door. This over here is a goat that is really unhappy. Yeah, he's got some white on his fur because the flies are bothering them due to the diarrhea, so I put a little bit of fly-resistant powder on him. Phoebe is weak and listless, but she's on all 4 feet. She's not laying down, and she's not laying on her side. I am hearing rumen noises and activity, so her rumen has not stopped functioning. I'm hearing that also on Puck. Their FOMACHA score, their eyelids are still bright. I cannot find my thermometer because I'm apparently the world's worst goat herd. So I'm going to need to get a temp on them, and I've got some creative solutions brewing for that just to make sure. But if their temp was really low, if it was critical, if they were below 100 degrees, the likelihood that they would be up and moving and making noise and having functioning rumens is slim to none. So I'm not super concerned about that at the point, although it is something, especially for beginners working with goats, the first thing you should definitely get is temperature. So in reality, I mean, yeah, this is scary. This is not fun. This is a serious problem. This isn't games. I am recording this because I want to document this for myself for the future as a play-by-play, and because this is one of those situations where you can learn from me and learn from what's going on here. So hopefully that if this ever happens to you guys, you know what to do. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Do it again, Paloma. You're so cute. Oh, do you love her? Is your friend sick? Yeah? Oh. Oh, no, you're being a jerk, Paloma! I was just thinking to myself, so many people will think that their goat is bloated when it's just normal rumen activity. One really great way to illustrate this is right rugrats, left lunch. This is also a way to, one of the way people tell if their goat's pregnant. Their rumen's on the left side. That's where they hold their lunch. You see how much bigger her left side is than her right side? That's because her lunch container is really overly full right now. We're doing good. We're very sleepy. This has been very hard. Poor baby. I do feel good about their chances of pulling through, though. I really do. Husband's on his way home, and we're going to go to the store and go shopping for more meds and backup meds. All right, on our way over to the store, headed up North 40. Husband came home early. Thank you, everyone who works with him. You know who you are, and you rock. So we're gonna go, and I've got a laundry list of items that I'm gonna get for both worst case scenarios, best case scenarios, and just to stock up to have extras of things, because it's Friday, it's the evening. When do these things ever happen on like a Wednesday afternoon when you have plenty of time to get things? I don't want to end up putting myself in a situation where I don't have a needed med and it's Saturday at 11 o'clock at night, So we're headed north 40, do a bit of a shopping spree, and then I'll check back in and I'll go through what all I got, why I got it. We'll see what we can do about getting some more meds in these goats. So far, they're doing good. They're pushing through the mess. I wouldn't say they're out of the woods, but they're not getting worse, which is the best thing. Everyone can still stand, everyone can still walk, everyone's still ruminating, everyone's still puking, everyone still has diarrhea, but we're alive, we're hydrating, we're getting through it. Okay, now that we're done with that, let's go over what we got here. Oh, let's turn on the car first. Air conditioning. Too hot. So, I spent $107.15. And I got a stethoscope so I can listen to rumen sounds better. I've been meaning to get that for the longest time anyway. I got a trocar in case stuff goes completely crazy sideways and I have to trocar one of the goats, which is a procedure I have not done before. I have seen done, I know how to do, but scares the pants clean off me. We also have a new tip to my syringe so that it's easier to give the animals their meds, because of course this helps to get the meds far enough back in their throat that it's easier to swallow and there's not enough spitting out. And I have another one floating around in the house somewhere, but I'll have two now, so the next time one's floating around the house somewhere, I can find it. We got some more CDT. We got a fresh bottle of B vitamins because I'm super low and I want to give B vitamins probably over the next several days. So to deal with this, oh my gosh, I just realized that is probably so freaking loud. All right, I also got a bottle of probiotics to help with aftercare as well. A new bottle of Theriable in case they need any more. I do not want to run out of that. I'm already out. And a bunch of 18 gauge 1.5 inch needles. I was hoping that maybe these would serve as kind of like a mini trocar, because I don't know if you can see, that is huge. And I would have to stab that into the side of my goat, into their stomach to release air and fluid. That's huge. If I could do that with something smaller, that's ideal, but the only time I've ever seen a hypodermic needle, the only time I've ever seen a needle used as a trocar was like in the super mini goats. I don't know if the needle would even be long enough at 1.5 inches to reach the rumen, so I have to do more research in that. I do have friends that are vets that have been advising me during this. They've advised me and taught me stuff in the past, and they will do so in the future because they're amazing. You know who you are. I love you so much. All the love. So let's head back home and see what we can do for these goats. All right, feeling kind of proper now with a stethoscope and all of these. The thing about a CDT bottle of vaccines is the fact that you have to throw it away once you break the seal. So I figure may as well vaccinate everybody since I've got it out. This isn't gonna be the pretty part. Everybody's busy and I don't have anybody to help me, so I won't be able to film it. But if you guys do want to see a video on subcutaneous injections, like I said, comment below, hit the like button, let me know what you want. I'll happily put together a video for that, for our goat husbandry series. Phoebe didn't make it. I was gone an hour. That's how long it took for her to turn. Puck is still alive. He's up. He's walking. He didn't want to get up. He was sitting when I came in. He's not feeling great. Please, Jesus, don't let me lose this animal. This might turn into one of those videos that's the bad part of homesteading. And when I made this channel, I promised myself that I wouldn't just show the good days, I would show the average boring days and the bad days too. I'm already debating whether or not I should even post this video. I was so hopeful an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. She was obviously sick and not feeling well, but she wasn't dying. 1 hour. That's goats, man. That's goats and sheep all over. Sucks so bad. Oh, I'm gonna miss her. I hope my next update's better. Decided to pull the trigger on Puck and do a poor man's trocar with just a small needle because I'm too chicken to use the big one. We are getting air out. I think this was the better call. My amazing husband logicked me through the fact that if I do a fine needle or even the trocar, a stomach is not a friable, thin balloon that's just going to explode on the spot once there is a weak point. That this is what you do to save an animal. So I decided to do the small one. See how it goes. All right, I just went checked on Puck again. We pulled the trocar out. We got a lot of air off of him, and I must have pulled hundreds of cc's of fluids. I did kind of a MacGyver thing to do that. I started him on a round of antibiotics, biomycin, to hopefully ward off infections. And he seems to be doing better. He's not breathing super heavy and doing the really loud grunting. His breathing seems way more relaxed. I went inside for a little bit, came back, got to check on him again, give him that antibiotic injection. And he drank probably a quart of water at least, electrolyte water. And he farted, which made me laugh, and I was so excited for it because that means his own pressure relief valve seems to be working, and he burped up a couple of times. So I'm really hoping that that is encouraging. I took his temperature. It was 100.6. So I think here in an hour or two, I'm going to come out here and move him into the barn and then grab some fleece blankets and really tuck him in. And I'll be checking on him throughout the night and probably come out a few times. And if I need to trocar him again with an 18 gauge needle, I can do that. I'm glad that I chose to do that instead of go for the full bore trocar, because that sucker's huge. An 18 gauge hole is much more likely to heal well than the big one, theoretically, right? And it seemed to do the trick. So I think the lesson I'm learning here this time is not to be so afraid of using a trocar method to relieve bloat. But I was too scared of the procedure because I'm inexperienced at it, and I wasn't sure if she needed it. She seemed like she was handling it. She seemed like she was miserable, but okay. I was waiting to do something like a trocar in case they went over sideways. And unfortunately, it looks like that happened while I was gone. It's the ugly part of homesteading. It's not all roses and country chic kitchens. So I'll update you guys in a few hours. Say some prayers for him, please. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock at night. We tucked Puck into bed an hour ago, put hay all around him, and put a fleece blanket on him. He was not wanting to get up to move, but his breathing is still stable. I'm gonna go check on him now. It's been about an hour. How you doing, Muffin? So we're not feeling great, Mom. His breathing is nice and normal, though. Whereas before, it was very labored and rapid and gaspy. So far, I feel like I'm kind of happy with this check. I'm gonna check on you again in an hour, okay? I love you, Pucky. I need you to stay with us, okay? I'm gonna get you through this.